I have truly, truly been blessed with fabulous, beautiful Filipinas here in my short 6-month stay thus far. I continue and enjoy the interview process, the dating process, the search for the perfect Filipina wife. I'm very partial to Marina. Please subscribe to the channel. All of the profits, when I monetize, will be used to feed Filipina children. God bless.
So I think I'm gonna walk and talk. I think my Bluetooth is connected. I hope so. But yeah, really what I want to talk about is the relationships, the communication, the morals, ethics, character, honesty of Filipinas with foreigners.
Please like and subscribe. Please. All the proceeds go to feed Filipino children.
So Filipina Pea actually prompted all this because she just did a video about the perfect Filipina, and she did street interviews with many foreigners, no Americans, all European, German, Czech, others French. So all Europeans, but no Americans, no Canadians, no Australians. So if you have ever been in a relationship with a woman in America or your home country, you have somewhat of an understanding of women in your country. I am certain that you have had communication difficulties. Men and women think differently, act differently, process emotionally differently. Men and women communicate differently. The challenges of a foreigner with a Filipina. Yeah, I'm sure they work out to some extent. I'm sure there's a percentage that work out. But here's the challenges you will face when you get involved with a Filipina. Number one, even though they speak English, English is any linguist, any English professor will tell you that English is a very, very complicated, difficult language. Look up any word in the dictionary, and there's probably a minimum of 5 to 10 to maybe even 20 definitions of that word and the context of the sentence that it's used in. So the Filipina may understand the word love, but how much do you actually understand the word love? Love alone is a very, very complicated emotion. It's a complicated word. Love has many built-in complicated emotions with the feeling. So the point is, there are many, many communication hurdles, challenges that will be faced when dealing with a Filipina. There's no doubt about that. The culture is different. The culture is very different. I'm just trying to shed a little male reality on this based on my experiences. Look, the attitude to come here with is come here to the Philippines, not come here to find a wife, not come here to find a girlfriend. Sure, you can come here to get laid. Be honest with them, though. I mean, don't lead them on. Don't tell them you're in love with them. Fuck them and leave them. Be upfront. Be honest. If you're looking for a wife, be honest. I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for a serious relationship. And be honest with, this ain't gonna work.
And this isn't gonna work. I had to be upfront and honest. The only thing that did work was bed.
The challenge really is communication. And that is the essence of all relationships, isn't it? Whether it's a work relationship with your boss, your coworkers, your wife, your children, communication is critical. And if you don't have solid, good communication, there's definitely trouble. One of the things that that I find helping me in this tumultuous time of the political nonsense that's going on is to be empathetic to, instead of trying to force my opinion, my thought, I want to hear and really digest what the other person is saying to me. I really want to understand what the other person is attempting to communicate to me, and I want to totally understand it and not overreact to the initial interpretation of the words I heard. So anyway, there are a lot of challenges in the communication with Filipinas. There is going to be a share of disappointment. There's going to be a share of hurt. There's going to be bad reactions. Don't overreact. Don't get bent out of shape. Come to the Philippines with the idea of enjoying the Philippines. If you meet a girl in Cebu and you're in Manila and you want to travel there to meet her in person, great. That's a great thing to do. That's because you're now getting to see Cebu, or a part of Cebu that you didn't see before, and you're meeting a Filipina that you've already had interest in. Yeah, I strongly recommend traveling to them. Do not send them money to travel to you, because they don't see beyond the comprehension of the right now. So, for example, let's say for example, you disclosed I make $5,000 a month in my military pension. So I have plenty, 250,000 pesos a month for us. We could live very well, Oh, she wants to come here. So you send her 100 US, you send her 5,000 pesos, even 3,000 pesos to travel. To take a bus and a plane, please, it's like, you could take a plane from Manila to Cebu for less than $100. I've flown for $29. So, anyway, so the point is, you send her 3K pesos, you send her the 3K pesos, and she doesn't show up. Well, she's not seeing the 250,000 pesos a month. She's not caring about that. She's taking you 3,000. She's feeding her kid. She's giving some to her mom. She's buying the medicine. Whatever she's doing with the 3K, and she doesn't show up. Well, that happens all the time. They don't see beyond the now. They just do not. Especially the younger they are, the less they see. So, Filipina Pea has said it many times, don't send money. I know, I've done the same thing. I sent thousands to Leah. I sent thousands to Shaina. And so, I'm just a giving person. I wasn't pissed that I gave so much money. I was pissed that they didn't meet me. That's what I was pissed about. I was never pissed about all the money. It hurt. It was like, fuck, I gave all that money and you don't even give me the courtesy to come and meet me and tell me to my face you don't want to be with me. So anyway, water under the bridge, live and learn. I'm passing on this information to you. Take it or leave it. Like it or not. It's reality. I'm talking to you reality from from my heart, from my head, from what I have experienced. I'm talking from experience. So that's what I have to say about that. And I might add something to this. The whole family dynamic. Oh, there's definitely a family dynamic. There's a family dynamic that no matter how much she loves you, she loves her family more. You will always be the foreigner outsider. They might love you, they might accept you, they might ingratiate themselves to your life, but you are always going to be the foreigner. You are always going to be the outsider. I think that's a little bit evident in the US too. Old school Italians, that if you married an Irish, they still don't accept it. You could be married for 60 years and they're still not totally accepting it because you're Irish and you're not Italian. But that was frowned upon all through my age in the U.S. Interracial marriages still very strong in the Jewish community, very strong. Don't marry a Gentile. I mean, it's almost Old Testament documented. Jews and Gentiles just do not commingle. So I mean, that's strong. So I mean, there's that cultural dynamic in the Philippines too, black and white. I mean, how many blacks do not want a white man in their family? How many white people don't want a black person in their family? It's just, I mean, it's reality, man. It's the dynamic. We have not progressed as we are all humans. We are all brothers and sisters. That culture just is mythical to many. Not to me personally, because I am acceptant of everyone except disrespect. There are a lot of cultural differences, there are a lot of communication differences, and there are differences between men and women in general. There are differences between a 19-year-old and a 60-year-old and a 25-year-old and a 50-year-old. There are many, many, many differences. The challenges are great. The sex is phenomenal. It's great to be with the Filipinas. The Filipinas are very caring. They're very nurturing. They desire to take care of you. So if you find one that actually falls in love with you, not in love with the dream, you're like in really, really good shape. But the fun, man, the fun. The greatest thing about this is that you have your life. Hopefully you have your health. The Philippines is friggin' phenomenal. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. The waters are beautiful. The swimming is beautiful. The temperatures are beautiful. The travel is beautiful. It has so much to offer. Waterfalls, volcanoes, ocean, fish, swimming with the turtles, the dolphins, island hopping, food. Food is incredible. The girls, the women, the Filipinas, even if you want to pay for it, it's only going to cost you, God, 2K, 40 bucks, 20 bucks. My God, I've had my share of Filipinas that like, come home with me. I'm going to feed you. I'm making pork and chicken adobo with rice. Do you want to come for dinner? Yes. And we were in bed within 20 minutes of her arrival, and all night. And we didn't eat dinner until the next afternoon.
As Sweet Asia is rewarded with her chicken pork adobo. So fine. Oh my God, that girl is hot.
Honest to God truth. Honest to God truth. And I got pictures to document it. The truth, man, the truth. Always the truth. So anyway, I'm going to close this because I've just been rambling on, but there's some really, really good aspects to this, so I'll edit it, and hopefully it makes all sense.